He's been the answer. He hurt his right leg. Something happened.
Kevin Durant's hurt.
He's limping.
Trying to walk it off. Kevin Durant's going right to the locker room.
Limping badly.
If Kevin is out, we're going to have to find a way.
You lose your best player, it's deflating.
We got to have his back.
We desperately need him if you want to win a championship.
After Kevin Durant left in Game 5, Steph Curry scored 16 of the Warriors' final 36 points. Game 6 tonight, a little over an hour on ESPN, Warriors and Rockets. For now, let's kick it back out to Houston. Stephen A. Smith, Brian Windhorst, getting your Warriors-Rockets Game 6 predictions, fellas.
Thanks a lot, Jay. We're standing here on the court of the Toyota Center. Steph Curry's behind us, practicing, warming up, get ready to go, Brian. After KD went down, what did this team tell you about what they felt they needed to do in order to go on without him?
I could not believe the euphoria, I guess is the word, in the Warriors locker room after that game. I thought, and I still think, they are in deep trouble. But they said, look, we looked around each other in the huddle, and we were like, we know how to do this. We'll just go back to the way we've always played. We'll move the ball. We'll rely on our 2 future Hall of Famers that we've got right here, and we're still going to win. It worked in that game. I don't know how it's going to work going long term. I think the Rockets should be ashamed if they don't win this game tonight.
No one's stupid enough to think that the Warriors are better off without Kevin Durant. But did they actually play a better brand of basketball without him in terms of spacing, pacing, moving the basketball? Did they do that?
I guess a little bit. In theory, the idea here is that without having to run isolation plays for Durant and setting him up, one of the things that they spend so much time doing, Stephen A., is running through all kinds of screens to get Durant the matchup he wants. That they don't have to do that. They can play more free-flowing offense. Here's the thing, though. They're going to have lineups out here tonight with 3 non-shooters in them. I don't know what Mike D'Antoni's game plan is going to be, but I'd be stunned if it's not straight trapping of Steph Curry.
What was Houston's explanation for why they lost the game after Kevin Durant went down for the final 14 minutes?
They didn't feel like they did a good enough job on defense. Their game plan wasn't agile enough to go try to deal with Curry with traps. They felt like they scored enough. Now, I would look at it and say they scored 99 points for the game. James Harden only took 16 shots. In games 3 and 4, when they won, he was averaging almost 30 shots. To me, their offense was a problem too. But they feel like that their defense was issued. For me, Stephen A., I don't know how the Warriors are going to be able to get to 100, 110 points tonight.
Listen, I agree with you, but I want to go back to what you said just a couple of seconds ago. The Rockets should be ashamed if they don't win tonight. I'm of the mindset of this. James Harden and Chris Paul have never faced more pressure in their career. For all of the chirping that went on last year, everybody saying, excuse me, if CP3 doesn't go down with that hamstring injury, we win the series, we probably win the title. To fast forward to this year, for KD to go down, for Chris Paul to be on the court, for James Harden to be on the court, there is no excuse in my mind that they should lose this series, game 6 or 7. Your thoughts?
And DeMarcus Cousins isn't playing, and because they just have aged out a little bit, they'd have a very thin bench. They are relying on Kevon Looney to play the game of his life tonight and then play the game of his life again on Sunday. I don't know where they're going to get the scoring from. They're going to need Andre Iguodala to come up with something. They're going to need Draymond. I mean, what's a big scoring game for Draymond now? 15 points?
All right.
They're going to need stuff like that.
Here's the deal. I've got the Rockets winning game 6 because they better win. Game 7 will be tougher, but I got them winning that too. Let's stick with game 6. I've got the Rockets tonight. Who do you have?
Like I said, the Rockets don't win this game. They will not live it down the rest of their lives. Do you think last year was bad? To not beat this Warriors team with Chris Paul and James Harden allegedly at an MVP level, not acceptable.
You're saying the Rockets. I'm isolating it. It's James Harden and CP3 that will never live it down if they lose tonight. That's Brian Windhorst. You know who this is. Stephen A. Back to you guys.
All right, guys. Thank you much. Appreciate you. Let's play some golf. Second round of the AT&T Byron Nelson Trinity Forest Golf Club. Tony Romo making his 3rd start on the PGA Tour. This time at his home club. First hole, reachable par 5, second shot, middle of the fairway. 235 to the hole. Hit 14 fairways today, 11 greens, 71 feet for eagle. Came up short. He would make that for birdie to go 1 under on the day. To 4 off the tee. Uh-oh. 4 right, way right, double bogey 4. Caddy says, here, take this ball. Provisional. But he dropped it. That's indicative of his day. +3 for Romo on the day. +8 overall on the 7th. Par 5, his second shot, 284 to the green. Using the slope. See, that's home course knowledge. Funnel right to the green. A little later on 7, just under 6 feet. Birdie got it. Back to over, 3 over on the day. His round today, 74. Best over 6 career rounds on the PGA Tour. Still missed the cut. Here is Tony Romo.
He was playing tough out there early, and we handled it well. I struck the ball well, and put it pretty good starting off, and then just it's so finite out here. Just a swing costs you all of a sudden 2 shots on one hole, and that's you find real quickly they don't give away that one swing for just a 2-shot swing here and there. So we're going to work on that, but a lot of good stuff, and I'm happy with where the game's going. We're trending upward.
Tony Romo talking to our Cowboys reporter Todd Archer after his round. It wasn't bad. Wasn't bad at all. He lit up the par 5s, Romo did, going 5 under through 2 rounds. Top 10 in the field, better than even Jordan Spieth, huge Cowboys fan, by the way. He also did better than the field in strokes gained around the green thanks to his eagle, and his driving distance wasn't that bad either, averaging over 280 yards. Story of the night. Game 6, Warriors-Rockets. Steph Curry warming up, maybe all on him. But did you know the Warriors are 26-1 when Steph plays and Kevin Durant doesn't? No KD with that strained calf. More from this one after the break.